Hello everyone, I am Mr. Vijay Kumar Kamble, Assistant Professor, Department of Electrical Engineering, All India Sri Shivaji Memorial Society's Institute of Information Technology. Today we are going to see the analysis of single line to ground fault, that is unsymmetrical fault. LG fault is the unsymmetrical fault and we are going to see the analysis. So whenever we are doing the analysis of unsymmetrical fault, we have to consider some points. The first one is the generated EMF, that is source, is of positive sequence only and it is included in the equivalent positive sequence network only. Only fault current flows in the system once fault occurs and the load currents are to be neglected. That is, whenever the fault occurs, only we are going to consider the fault currents and load currents are to be neglected. Generally, a fault impedance which is treated as ZF is treated to be 0. The phase R is generally selected as the reference phase, and a proper interconnection of the three sequence networks gives the resultant sequence network of the fault, which is effective in the fault analysis. So this diagram shows the single line to ground fault. So if you see this, it consists of three phases. This is R phase, this is Y phase, this is V phase. ER is the EMF induced in the R phase, EMF induced in the Y phase, EMF induced in the B phase. VR is the voltage between R phase and the neutral. VB is the voltage between Y phase and the neutral. VY is the voltage between Y phase and the neutral. And VB is the phase voltage between B phase and the neutral. This VR, VY, VB are the terminal voltages and these are per phase voltages. So here neutral is grounded or neutral is earthed. The current flowing through the R phase is IR, current flowing through the Y phase is IY, and the current flowing through the B phase is IB. Let us say the fault occurs between line and the ground. Let us consider R is the line and the fault occurs between R phase and the ground. So R is connected to the ground. So if you see the figure, whenever a fault occurs, we are going to consider only the fault current and all other currents are going to become 0. So IY and IB, that is current flowing through the Y phase and the current flowing through the B phase, are going to become 0. We are going to consider this. Only the fault current is going to flow through the circuit, and as the fault is between R phase and the ground, so this fault current will be treated as IR. So IR will be the fault current. So as for there is a short circuit between R phase and the ground, the voltage across the R phase, that is VR, is going to become 0. So voltage VR is also 0. So the current IR can be expressed in terms of sequence components, because this fault is an unsymmetrical fault, and whenever an unsymmetrical fault occurs, the fault currents will have the unbalanced magnitude, that is magnitude will be the unequal and unequal phase displacement. So the analysis will be difficult, so we have to convert these fault currents into the phase sequence components which are having same magnitude and same phase difference. So here the current IR can be expressed in terms of sequence components as IR will be IR0 plus IR1 plus IR2. So we have found out the equation. IR0 is given by 1 by 3 IR plus IY plus IB. But from this diagram we have IY is 0, IB is 0. So replace IY by 0, IBY is 0. So we are getting IR0 is 1 by 3 IR. Similarly, we have the equation for IR1. which will be 1 by 3 IR plus A into IY plus A square into IB. That is positive sequence component will be 1 by 3 IR plus AI into IY plus A square into IB. Again IY and IB is 0, so we are getting IR1 is 1 by 3 into IR. Similarly, the negative sequence component IR2 will be 1 by 3 IR plus A square into IY plus A into IB. So again IY is 0, IB is 0, so we are getting IR2 equal to 1 by 3 into IR. So we have the value of IR0, we have the value of IR1, we have the value of IR2. So substitute these values in this equation. So we are getting IR0 will be equal to IR1 will be equal to IR2 is equal to 1 by 3 into IR, because IR0 is 1 by 3 IR, IR1 is also 1 by 3 IR, IR2 is also 1 by 3 IR. So we will say IR0 will be equal to IR1 will be equal to IR2 and will be equal to 1 by 3 IR. So if I to find out the IR will be 3 into IR0 equal to 3 into IR1 equal to 3 into IR2. So now let us find out the equation for fault current. Let Z0, Z1 and Z2 are the sequence impedance of the generator. So Z0 is the zero sequence impedance, Z1 is the positive sequence impedance and Z2 is the negative sequence impedance. So the sequence currents produces voltage drops due to their respective sequence impedance. So Z0 is in zero sequence component, Z1 is due to the positive sequence component, Z2 is due to the negative sequence component. So the ER can be written as IR1 into Z1, that is this is drop due to the positive sequence component of the current, plus IR2 into Z2, this is due to the negative sequence component of the current, plus IR0 into Z0, this is due to zero sequence component of the current, plus VR, which is the terminal voltage. Let us mark this equation as a equation A. So in LG fault in circuit diagram we have seen that VR is 0, VR is 0 and IR0 is equal to IR1 equal to IR2. So this ER can be written as IR0 into Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0, that is ER equal to IR0 into Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0, or IR0 will be equal to ER divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0, and this equation will be same as for IR1 and will be same for IR2. So we have this equation ER equal to IR1 into Z1 plus IR2 into Z2 plus IR0 into Z0 plus VR. So this equation can be represented by an equivalent circuit network, and this equivalent circuit network can be shown like this. So we have seen that the source can be shown only in the positive sequence network. The source in negative sequence network and zero sequence network can't be shown. And as IR1 plus Z1, IR1 into Z1 plus IR2 into Z2 plus IR0 into Z0, this indicates that all the voltage drops are in this is the sum of all the voltage drops. So these voltage drops will be in series, and that is equal to ER. So these sequence impedances are shown in series with one another. So Z0, this is the zero sequence impedance, Z1 positive sequence impedance, Z2 negative sequence impedance. These are the currents delivered by the sequence networks. So as you know, IR0 is equal to IR1 is equal to IR2. As these are in series, the same current is going to flow through all the sequence impedance, and this network is called as equivalent sequence network for single line to ground fault. So fault current IR is given by IR equals 3 into IR0, or IR is given by 3 ER divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0. So this is the equation for fault current. That is, in LG fault, whatever the fault current flowing through the R phase when line to ground fault occurs, that fault current is given by IR equal to 3ER divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0. ER is the EMF induced in the R phase, Z1 is the positive sequence impedance, Z2 is the negative sequence impedance, and Z0 is the zero sequence impedance. In previous equation, we have considered that ZF, that is fault impedance, is 0. But if we consider a fault impedance, that fault impedance may be negligible or having a very small value. That fault impedance will be between R phase and the ground, R phase and the ground. Then what will be the effect on the fault current? So if ZF is 0, we are considering VR is a 0, but if we are having considering ZF, then VR will be IR into ZF. IR is given by 3 into IR0, so VR will become 3 IR0 into ZF. So using this equation in A equation, what is A equation? A equation is this: IR1 Z1 plus IR2 Z2 plus IR0 into Z0 plus VR. So use this VR in this equation. So ER will be IR0 into Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0 plus 3 IR0 into ZF. So ER will be IR0 into Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0 plus 3 ZF. So IR will be 3 IR0, and IR0 is ER divided by this ER divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0 plus 3 ZF. That is, this will come in the denominator. So if we are considering the fault impedance, and that fault impedance is denoted by ZF, then the fault current is given by 3 into ER divided by the summation of Z1, Z2, Z0 and 3 ZF. Z1 is the positive sequence impedance, Z2 is the negative sequence impedance, Z0 is the zero sequence impedance, and ZF is called as a fault impedance. If neutral is not earthed, then Z0 will be infinite and the fault current is going to become 0, because if neutral is not earthed, fault current will not have the path for the flow of current. So what will be the phase voltages at the fault? The generated EMF exists only in the positive sequence network, so ER1 will be equal to ER, ER2 will be 0, ER0 will be 0 because we are not considering source in the negative sequence network and zero sequence network. So VR1 will be ER1 minus IR1 into Z1. So VR1 will be, we have the equation of IR1, which is ER divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0. So VR1 will become ER, this ER will become ER1 will become ER minus ER into Z1 divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0. Simplify this. So ER is taken as a common, so this will be 1 minus Z1 divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0. So after simplifying, we are getting VR1 as ER into Z2 plus Z0 divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0. Similarly, VR2 will be minus IR2 Z2. So minus IR2 is IR2 and IR1 will be the same. So ER plus Z1 plus Z2 plus Z0. So your VR0 will become minus IR0 into Z0. So it will be minus ER into Z0 divided by Z1, Z2, Z0. That is, we have found out VR0, we have found out VR2, we have found out VR1. So VR can be given as VR1 plus VR2 plus VR0. Similarly, Vy and Vb can be given as Vy is A square into VR1 plus A into VR2 plus VR0. Vb is A into VR1 plus A square into VR2 plus VR0. So once you got the VR1, VR2, VR0, you will get the values for VR, Vy and Vb. You will get the values for VR, Vy and Vb. So in this, VR is going to become 0, VR is going to become 0, and Vy will be A square into Vr1 plus A into Vr2 plus Vr0. Vb is A into Vr1 plus A square into Vr2 plus Vr0. Thank you.